Ladies and gentlemen, we are live. Welcome to Morel's Man Cave where we keep the party going. Ladies, how do you vet a man for marriage? I have all of the secrets, and as a matter of fact, the secrets you already have them. But guess what? Y'all don't want to use them because I don't want to come across as whatever that may have been. Here's the answer: men. Women, you go out there and you date hypothetically John, and John is telling you all of these sweet somethings of whatever it may be, and it makes you feel good. You're like, oh my God, John is that freaking guy. But what you don't know is John is running game on you. And the reason you don't know is because you don't get the men in your life involved in your dating. That's the answer. If you so happen to have a father figure in your life, hey, dad, can you meet John? If you have a dad, that's gonna be like, absolutely, I want to meet John because I want to make John, I'm gonna make sure that John's gonna be a good man in your life. But guess what, ladies? Y'all don't want to involve the men in your life and your relationships. That's why y'all keep on getting screwed over. Because men actually know other men. There's not a line that a man can pull another line they never heard before. More than likely, he probably used it himself. So, okay, Morel, I don't have a father figure. Do you have a brother? You know what, Morel? I don't have a brother. You got a cousin? I don't have any male cousins in my life. Okay, cool. Is there a church that you can get some advice from? Long story short, ladies, you're out here in the world willy nilly, free willy nilly, just doing things just because the men in your life, if you have any, and if you don't have some, you need to seek some because they're going to tell you what it is. This uses a scenario that this woman has a father in her life. Hey, John, I talked to my dad. He wants to meet you. Now, here's where you can figure out what kind of person John really is. John be like, nah, I don't really want to meet your dad yet. I've only known you for hypothetically 2 weeks. That's a red flag. Y'all don't even know about it. The faster you get this man to meet your father figure, it's going to determine you just wasted either 2 weeks or potentially 2 more years. Because John is telling you, I don't want to meet your father. Why doesn't John want to meet your father? Because John have you and Susan and Maria and Karen all in the stable and you don't even know it because you're falling for the trap because John is giving you these sweet whispers in your ear and you've never heard this before potentially. You're like, oh my God, John is putting it on me. He's successful, he's tall, whatever it is. John is telling you all these words and you just falling for it. But I guarantee you this, it'll all stop the minute you introduce John to your father. That is the biggest test that women don't want to use. Let's just say you met John 2 weeks ago. Let's go see my father. He wants to meet you. And he says, no. Cool. You dump John immediately. Guess how much longer you wait? Guess how long you wasted? 2 weeks of your time. Now you meet hypothetically Paul. Paul, after about a week to 2 weeks, hey, let's go meet my dad. Paul goes meet your dad to have a conversation about whatever they talk about. And dad look at him and be like, look at you and be like, baby girl, Paul ain't it. Guess what you wasted? 2 years of your 2 weeks of your life. You wasted 2 weeks of your life. So with John, 2 weeks, Paul, 2 weeks. Guess what that is? That's a whole month of your life. But what do you ladies do? You go out there and date John for like 2 years and you hide him from the family. Thanksgiving come around, John will come around. Christmas comes around, John will come around. New Year's, birthdays, anniversaries, no John. John wants nothing to do with your family. Shouldn't that be a red flag to you? No, because you guys don't understand men. Men lie. So to prevent men from lying, I'm saying introduce your father figure, introduce your brother, introduce your cousin. Basically, if you introduce somebody who's not trying to fuck you, they'll tell you the best advice. When a man has zero intentions of sleeping with you, he's going to tell you the truth. And guess what? Most of them don't want to hear the truth. No, John is a good guy, so forth, so on. Your brother, cousin, dad is like, yo, I just seen John over there with a girl the other day. My John? Yo, John. But no, he would never do that. That's the answer, ladies. The answer's right in front of your face. But guess what? Y'all don't want to do that, though. I have a daughter. She's 19 years old. And I told her I want to meet every boyfriend you ever deal with ASAP. Why? Because I don't want her to waste her time. What dad wants her daughter for the streets? None of us. So we get involved in the situation. And I get it. Let's go backwards to go forward. A lot of women, due to their moms, let's call it out. We're here to tell the truth. Don't have fathers. It might have been a one night stand. It might have been a 1 month situation. Your mom might have been with a married man, and for whatever reason, they didn't work it out and he didn't divorce his wife. So now you're fatherless. Cool. Life goes on. Do you have a brother? Do you have a cousin? Do you have a co-worker that's not trying to sleep with you that you can confide in and be like, look, I need you involved in my dating process? That's it. Ladies, the answer is have men help you in the dating process, because men can't talk game to men because we know all the answers. If a man has a mother, use that scenario. So when a man has a mother, guess what the mother wants to do? She wants to meet all these trifling women as soon as possible. Hey, bring her over to the house right now. He's like, but mom, I just met her. Bring her to the house right now. I don't see what type of woman you're dating right now. Women, you guys do it all the time. But guess what y'all don't want to do? Y'all don't want to reverse psychology it and get the men involved in your dating situation. This is why we have so many single moms out here, because the men be lying to you guys. Y'all don't even know it. You don't see it coming. It's like a Mike Tyson punch, and it knocks you guys out like, oh my God, he's the first person to ever tell me that I'm beautiful. He ain't. He told the other girl she was beautiful. He told her she was beautiful. He told the ugly girl she was beautiful. Even though she ugly, but she got a fat booty, he told her she was beautiful. She never heard it before. She's like, oh my God, John told me I was beautiful. Men be lying. I'm telling you the truth. I'm not trying to get with you guys. You want to talk about how do I vet a man for marriage? That's the answer. Get the men involved in your dating life. But you're stubborn. I would rather my daughter in one calendar year introduce me to 15 men and turn down all 15 than to introduce them to absolutely none and have a pookie for a baby daddy. I'll say it again. I would rather my daughter present to me 15 different men in one calendar year than to have one pookie for a baby daddy. Why am I saying this? Because men were trying to get involved in our daughter's dating situation. For some reason, there's a girl code to keep all the guys away from the family, and most importantly, the men in the family. The men in the family have your best interests at heart. No man in your family wants to see you for the streets. You might be for the streets, but we don't want to see you in the streets. Get us involved in your dating situation. We're not trying to sit next to you on the date. All we want to do is have a 5-minute, 20-minute conversation with John and be like, hey, John, what's going on? What's your plan with my sister, with my daughter, with my cousin, with my coworker? What's going on? And then he gonna start giving you some answers. He gonna start giving the coworker, father, brother some answers. And from that, he's gonna be like, you know what? This ain't the person for you, or this is the person for you. Stop getting validation from women about men. Men know about men. Women don't know about men. But guess what y'all get all the advice from? Other women. It might be a cosmetology magazine. It might be Steve Harvey on TV. No, get somebody who's in your life that's not trying to have sex with you and involve them in your dating situation. I promise you, if you do what I'm telling you, from now on, you're going to have better dating options. Well, not options. You're going to have better dating results. At the end of the day, it's all about results. Between a week to 2 weeks, every man that you start dating, you need to introduce them to a father figure, a brother, a cousin, a church member. that you trust, that's not trying to remember. The most important thing is they're not trying to have sex with you. Not that you put them in the friend zone. You got to really have a conversation with that person, especially if you're a pretty girl. Hey, Peter, it's called a random person that's not a family member. Peter, let's be honest, my man. Are you trying to have sex with me? You be like, nah, I'm married or something, whatever it may have been so forth on. You just say these exact words. Can we be platonic friends forever? Because if you don't say those words, there's always a chance that he might want to be with you. Let's do a test. Ladies, anybody that you consider to be in the friend zone, pick up your cell phone, call them right now. Hey, 7 o'clock at night, 10 o'clock at night, what time you want to come? Hey, let's call the guy Peter as a friend. Call your friend. Hey, Peter. Oh, I'm a little tipsy right now. Hey, can you come over and rub my back a little bit? I would really appreciate that. Watch how fast Peter runs to your house. And you got to ask yourself, is that really a friend or is a person waiting for an opportunity to be with me? That isn't a person you want to vet your potential husband to. Stop putting these men in the friend zone. You need to ask yourself real questions to real men that you want to see in the friend zone. You have to say these exact words. I want to be in a platonic relationship. Me and you are never going to be together. Until you say those words, that man he might wait 10 years in the friend zone to get some. What are we doing? Let's go back to the conversation. Ladies, you met John. Within a week to 2 weeks, you need to be vetting him out with a father figure, a brother, a cousin, or somebody who is 100% not trying to be with you sexually. How do you know somebody not trying to be with you sexually? You need to say these exact words as you're building your friendship. I want to have a platonic relationship. Do you agree or disagree? Why aren't you ladies protecting something that's so important to you? If it's really a friendship, break don't break the rules. Make the rules for your platonic relationship. Stop saying, "Hey, Peter, we're friends, right? Okay, cool. Won't you buy us some dinner so we could go hang out and buy us some drinks? And matter of fact, protect me while we're out. We're not boyfriend and girlfriend, but do all the boyfriend and girlfriend things." It's not fair to Peter. All you're doing is wasting your time to now finding John by hanging out with Peter. Stop having men friends that's doing things for you that they don't know that they're in a platonic relationship. So let's go back to the beginning. Ladies, when you're in a boyfriend and girlfriend stage, or matter of fact, you get to boyfriend girlfriend stage, when you're in the beginning and you go on your first dates, I'm not putting a number on it. I'm just gonna say within the first week to 2 weeks, this man needs to be introduced to your father, to your brother, to your cousin, or somebody that you truly trust in a platonic relationship that you established by saying those words. We're in a platonic relationship. You're gonna have all the answers you need to go forward. A couple things are gonna happen. John's gonna be like, I don't want to meet anybody yet. It's too early. It's never too early. It's never too early, ladies. Introduce these new people to your family members or friends that you trust in a platonic relationship. Why? Because if John is going to meet your family, he ain't taking you seriously. I don't make the rules. I'm just here to report them. I'm telling you, if you do this, it's going to cut down on a lot of wasted time. And y'all love them pookies. So imagine bringing John, who is a pookie, to your daddy. He ain't getting through the front door. Baby girl, why are you dating this guy? But daddy, he told me some crazy things that make me feel good about myself. Get him out of here. He ain't good for you long term. And that's what it boils down to. I think, ladies, you guys are so into the now. Maybe he might look good. Maybe he could provide for you something. But long term, you know it ain't good for you. But that dopamine hit, maybe y'all had a one night stand. Maybe y'all had something going on. I don't want to introduce all these men to my dad. You need to introduce all of these people to your dad, your brother, your cousin, or your platonic friend because it's going to eliminate you from wasting your time. And let's be honest, depending on your age, you only have so many eggs in your body. There's a time clock on you guys. You're not like men. Men can have babies into their 60s, 60 in their 60s. Women, y'all can't do that. So what I'm saying is just cut down the chase. Involve the men in your life, in your dating world. I promise you, you're going to save so much time. Now, ladies who are older, as you're watching this video, like, damn, he ain't lying. I wish I would have involved my brother, cousin, father, uncle, whatever it may have been. But you're stubborn. You're going to do what you want to do anyways. You asked me a question for all some real conversation. I'm giving you a real conversation. The beginning is you met a person within the first week to 2 weeks. You need to be introduced them to your family ASAP. If you do that, it's going to cut down a whole week or 2 weeks wasted of your life. You can move on to the next relationship. Or not a relationship, the next dating process. With that being said, like, subscribe, comment in the section below. Am I right? Am I wrong? I think I'm right. But with that being said, keep the party going.